Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the following question on the equation of a circle. Please don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concepts. In the diagram below, circle x squared plus y squared equals to 16 intersects the straight line PQ, which is defined by 2x plus y equals to 4. At point P and Q. R is the x-intercept of PQ. We are to 1 show that the coordinates of P and Q are 0 and 4 and 3.2 and negative 2.4 respectively. If you look at the diagram, you can see that the coordinates of P, or the point P and Q, lie on the circumference of the circle. So what that means is, at the point P and Q, the equation of the circle and the straight line PQ, they have the same coordinates. So using simultaneous equation, we have the equation of the circle as x squared plus y squared equals to 16. I'm going to tag that as my first equation. And the second equation, 2x, that's the equation of the straight line PQ, 2x plus y equals to 4. I'm going to tag that as my second equation. Using the substitution method from equation 2, I have y, making y the subject of formula, y equals 4 minus 2x. So what I'm going to do from here is to substitute equation, that would be my third equation, equation 3. So I'm going to substitute equation 3 into the first equation, equation 1. So putting back my third equation into equation 1, every occurrence of y I replace with 4 minus 2x. So I'm going to have x squared plus y squared becomes 4 minus 2x all squared equals to 16. If I expand the bracket, I have x squared plus 16 minus 16x plus 4x squared equals to 16. I'm going to turn it into a quadratic equation. So moving all the terms to the left-hand side, I have x squared plus 4x squared, 5x squared plus 16 minus 16 minus 16x. So what I've done is to move the positive 16 on the right hand side to the left. 16 minus 16, that cancels out. I'm left with 5x minus 16x equals to 0. If I factorize, that's 5x squared, taking out x, that's my common factor. I have 5x minus 16 equals to 0. So from here, I have x equals to 0, or 5x minus 16 equals to 0. So therefore x, making x subject of formula, I move my negative 16 to the right. That's positive 16 divided by 5. So therefore, for each value of x, I'm going to find the corresponding value of y. So therefore, I have if x, for the first one, equals to 0, then using the third equation, I have y equals 4 minus 2 times x is 0, so that will make that 0. Therefore, the value of y equals to 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. And for the second coordinate, if x equals 16 over 5, which is also equal to, if I change that to decimal, that's 3.2, then my y equals 4 minus 2 times 3.2, which is equal to minus 2.4. So what that means is, if you look at the diagram, you can see that the point P is on the y-intercept and the value of x is 0. So what that means is my point P will be the one that has x equals to 0, and the corresponding value of y is 4. And the second point, Q, x is 3.2, and the value of y is negative 2.4, as shown in the question. Let's look at the second part of the question. The second part of the question says, if QO is produced, cut the circular trace, determine the coordinates of S. From the previous part of the question, we were able to show that the value of Q is the x coordinate is 3.2 and the y is minus 2.4. Therefore, to determine what the coordinates of S is, as shown, you can see that Q, when reflected about the origin, we have the value of S, or the coordinates of S, will be, if you're reflecting about the origin, your xy becomes negative x, negative y. We have the value of Q, so therefore the S coordinates will be negative y for Q, that's minus 3.2, and negative for y will be positive 2.4. That is because the point S and Q are a reflection of each other about the origin. Going to the third part of the question, it says, determine the equation of the circle with the center at R and touches the y-axis. So if you have a circle that has a center at R, as shown, and also touches the y-axis, what we have is, you can see that the point R lies on the line PQ, and we have the equation of the line PQ. Has been given from the first part of the question. We have that as 2x plus y equals to 4. However, at point R, the value of a y, because it's on an x-intercept, the value of y equals to 0. If you slot it back into the equation of PQ, we're going to have 2x plus 0 equals to 4. Therefore, x equals to 4 over 2, which is 2. So therefore, at R, the coordinates of R will be x values, that's 2, and then the y value is 0. Therefore, what it means is the radius is equal to 2 units. This is because we've been told that with the center at R, it touches the y-axis. And you can see that the distance, as shown, is 2 units from the origin. Also, to calculate or to determine the equation of the circle, as stated in the question, we have equation of the circle. That will be x minus a all squared plus y minus b, I'm using the standard equation, equals to r squared, where the points a and b are the coordinates of the center of the circle that is not at the origin. So therefore, because we now know the value of r, which is the center of the circle, we're going to slot in the values as shown. So we have x minus a in this case is at 2, and b is 0. So we have x minus 2 squared. That's question 3, plus y minus the y b value is 0, equals, we've been able to determine the radius, that's 2 units, so we have 2 squared. Rewriting that, we have x minus 2 all squared plus y squared equals to 4. So that will be the equation of the circle with the center at R, and which also touches the y-axis. Let's go to the fourth part of the question. The fourth part of the question says, determine the distance between the centers of circles x squared plus y squared equals to 16 and x minus 6 all squared plus y squared minus y equals to 12. So for the first circle, I'm going to call that a circle with center A. So I say to find the coordinates of the center A, we have that is, if you look at the equation of the circle, we have x squared plus y squared equals to 16. So what that means is it's at 0 and 0. That's the origin, which is equal to the origin. We have that from x squared plus y squared equals to 16. If we go to the other circle at center B, the equation of that circle, we have that is x minus 6 all squared plus y squared minus y equals to 12. To find the center of the circle, we're going to apply what I call completing the square to find the center of the circle, because we can see that the center is not at the origin. If we have the center not at origin, the equation or the standard equation will be x minus a all squared plus x minus b all squared equals to the radius squared. So therefore, we need to write the equation in this format in order to find the origin with coordinates AB. So going back to the question, we have x minus 6 all squared plus y squared minus y equals to 12. Applying, completing the square method, we have that is x minus 6. That has already been completed. Then we're going to complete the other part of the equation, which says y squared minus y. Completing the square, the coefficient of y squared is 1, so we are fine with that. So what we're going to do is to add the square of half the coefficient of y. So that will be, we're going to add minus 1 over 2, that's the coefficient of y is 1, dividing that by 2, that's 1 over 2, all squared, and whatever we do on your left, we do on your right. So we have that as 12 plus minus 1 over 2, all squared. X minus 6 all squared, plus then we complete the square on the left hand side, that will be y minus 1 over 2 all squared. On the right hand side we have 12 plus negative 1 over 2 all squared will be 1 over 4. That's equal to 49 over 4. So if I write that to resemble the standard equation, it will be x minus 6 all squared plus y minus 1 over 2 all squared equals 49 over 4. So the center will now be A and B. So we have, therefore, center B will be coordinates 6 and 1 over 2, as shown. Therefore, going back to the question, we have to find the distance between the centers. So we have center A, the origin, center B, 6.5. So using the distance formula, we have distance AB equals square root of, we have 6x2 minus x1, that's the formula, all squared, plus y2 minus y1, all squared, that's equal to 6 minus 0, all squared, plus half minus 0, all squared, square root of 6 squared plus 1 over 2 squared. And that's equal to 36 plus 1 over 4. And that will be 6.02 units. Thanks for watching. Bye.